Good day, boys and girls. This is the week of January 5th, and we are going to be starting our reading lessons. There will be pre-recorded so that you can watch them at your convenience. So, first up, grab your writing book. Hopefully your parents picked it up. If not, you can just use some paper, and these writing books are at school in the assembly hall, so you can just come by and pick one up. You're going to head your writing book up the same way each day. Okay, find a new page. On the left, you're going to write the word book, whatever number book it is, and then the title. So this book is called Thunderstorm. If you look on the back, the number is 1. So on the left-hand side of your book, you're going to write Book 1, Thunderstorm. Okay? The date will be, that we're going to be starting this is Tuesday, January 5th, 2020. So every day you're going to head your book up the same way. So at this point, you can press pause to get this written, and then we'll continue. Okay? All right, so now we're going to continue. So the first thing we're going to be working on is some word work. Important components of reading are to be able to say the words and understand what you read. So we're going to be doing a little bit of both. We're going to be working on some word work and then also some comprehension. Make sure you understand. So I want you to write the title, Word Work. Okay? Word Work. And we're going to do a little bit of word work. So I'm going to put some words up on the board behind me, 3 words actually, and these are words that have blends in them. Remember, blends are when you have 2 or more consonants and you're going to hear each sound. They could be at the beginning of a word or at the end of a word. And all of these words I'm going to be putting up on the board are short vowel sounds. Okay? So I'm going to pause for myself. I'm going to write the 3 words up. Okay, so we're going to continue. So you're going to see behind me that I wrote 3 words, and all of these words have a short vowel sound in the middle. So this first word, try to say it with me. Step, step, clap, clap, cross, cross. Okay, so the short vowel sounds are F like an elephant, A like an apple, and O like an octopus. So now I'm going to hold up some flashcards of words, and I want you to put the word, I want you to write down the words underneath this chart that have the same short vowel sounds. Okay, so this is the first one. So try to say the word grass, grass. Okay, and then you have to pause the video as well to give you time to write. Next one. Drop, drop. Flag, flag. Them. So you can do the rest on your own. Try to say the word and then put it under the right column that has the same short vowel sound. Two more. And one more. Good. Okay. So unfortunately, this isn't like a regular class where I get to actually watch what you put and listen to what you say. So I'm not going to be able to actually see your books until the end of the week. But what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that every word I just held up on a flashcard, you put it under one of these columns, either the the or the ah. And at the end of the week, I can see if you're correct, and also if you're able to pronounce these words. Okay? All right, so now we're going to be talking about our book today. So you can grab your book. And this book is called Thunderstorm. So hopefully you had a chance to read it already. So this book was about a girl named Emma, and Emma is terrified of thunderstorms. I wonder why. Is it the sound that they make? What does she think is going to happen when thunderstorms happen? But at any rate, she's very afraid of thunderstorms. But she actually has a very important job. She has to help take care of a little girl named Lily, but she actually has to overcome her fears. Okay? So, in this story, I'm going to read a few pages with you because I want to model for you what a fluent reader sounds like, and I want you to complete the book on your own. Okay? And I want you to think about Emma's dad. So he does a few things in the story that actually help Emma to overcome her fears. So I want you to be thinking about what he does that helps Emma overcome her fears. Okay? Now, when Ms. Brown's smart board is working, I can actually put the story up behind me so it'll be nice and big, but it's not working yet, so I'll just have to use this copy for now. All right, so Thunderstorm. So turn to page 2 and 3. And I'm going to read a few pages with you, and then you're going to read the rest on your own. Okay? So, starting on page 2. Ready? "You're here," Lily shouted. She ran to greet Emma. Lily's mother watched from the porch, her leg in a cast. Emma came to help her each day. It was Emma's first job. "I don't know how I'd get along without her," Mrs. Gilman yelled to Emma's dad. Emma's dad smiled. "I'll pick her up in a couple of hours," he shouted back. "Watch out for thunderstorms. They've had some bad ones to the west." Emma shivered. She hated thunderstorms. "You gonna be okay?" her dad asked. Emma felt like jumping back into the truck, but Mrs. Gilman was counting on her. She nodded and tried to smile. So the author's giving us lots of examples and showing us showing us that Emma's actually afraid. So she's shivering, okay? It says she hated thunderstorms. She feels like jumping back in the truck. So these all let us know, these are all character traits that let us know how she's feeling about thunderstorms. I'll read a little bit more with you. Later, the sky got dark. "Looks like a storm is coming our way," Mrs. Gilman said. She switched on a lamp. "Emma, do you think you could run down to the barn and close the doors? I don't want Daisy's hay to get soaked." Emma wanted to stay right there, safe in the house, but she said, "Okay." "I want to go with Emma," Lily demanded. "Hurry back," said Mrs. Gilman. "The storm could hit any time." Okay, page 6. Emma hurried Lily across the little bridge and down the slope to the barn. Lily fed a handful of hay to Daisy. Thick black clouds were piling up in the sky. "Come on, Lily, we've got to go back," Emma said. Just then there was a deep rumble of thunder. Ooh. If you can hear thunder, there could be lightning. Emma knew that. Her dad always told her so. He always said to stay inside during a storm. She gazed up the hill at the house. Lamplight glowed from the windows. If they ran, they could be back there in a minute. She looked again. Was that Mrs. Gilman in the window? She was holding her hand up. "Stop! Stay there!" Emma wanted to bolt for the house. The thunder rumbled again, closer. No, it wasn't safe. She slid the barn door closed. Okay, I'll read 2 more pages with you. "We're going to wait for the storm to pass, Lily," Emma said. "Let's feed Daisy some more hay." There was a brilliant flash of light, and then an enormous boom. Emma jumped and cried out. The thunder seemed to echo in the huge dark barn. She wanted to bury herself in a pile of hay and hide, but Lily was clinging to her. Her eyes were big and scared. So Emma's scared and Lily's scared, but now we're going to really get to see what Emma's character's like because she's taking care of a little girl, so she has to show Lily that she's brave. Emma took a deep breath. "It's okay, Lily," she said. "It's just a storm." "I sound just like my dad," she thought. So, what did her dad do when Emma was scared? "Hey, Lily, how about a story?" Emma asked. Lily nodded. "Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs," Emma began. She tried to keep her voice from shaking. Okay, so at this point, boys and girls, I'm going to stop right there, but I want you to read the rest of the story. And when you're done reading it, I want you to think of 2 ways, at least 2 ways that Emma's dad helped her get over her fear. Okay? And then in your writing book, I want you to write the 2 ways that you think Emma's dad helped her get over her fear. All right, so I added one more section. This is a writing section. In the writing section, I want you to think about Emma's dad. He was really important, okay? He wasn't even in the story for most of it, but even though he wasn't there, he still helped Emma. So I want you to think about and write about how Emma's dad helped her. Okay, so there are 2 ways that Emma's dad helped her. Okay, so you can press pause and you can write it. Write about how Emma's dad helped her. Okay, so all of this is going in your writing book, the one that looks like this, and then at the end of the week, I can collect the book and see how you made out, okay? So I'm going to try to keep these lessons very short because you should have already read the book, but I just want to have a little bit more discussion and for you just to think about what you read, okay? So goodbye for now. Hopefully this remote learning won't take too much of our time where we can be back in school doing in-class learning. So enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you next lesson, okay? Bye.